check it out.
Check what out?
Yo, check this out.
Yo, microphone check 1 2. What is this?
And we're ready for sound check.
Hello, everyone. This is Andersonne, and this is my sound check. I try to always start my performances with the sound of fire and have one keys a tale bugova played because it is a tale that really takes me there. But something I have not added that you just inspired me to do is a smell. What smell would I do? Oh, and then there's a visual of a fire burning in front. So people are looking at a fire and they're listening to a tale. Now you just give me an amazing idea. The smell, I will add an eucalyptus, beautiful essential oil. It's an oil that I love how it smells. And a little bit, just I have a little bit of a sprinkle of lavender. Yes. I've spoken about the struggles of balancing production and performances. Yes, I have. Thank you for noticing. If I could assemble a dream team of 3 fiction or real life collaborators, I'm going to definitely pick the real lives because they've done the job. While creating, who would they be and why? First person would be Beyonce. She's very focused. She would be my creative director. She's very focused on all the little details and the big details. If you've been watching the tour, you know what I mean. Second person would be Rugamba Cipriani. He's not alive anymore. May his soul rest in peace. He was an amazing cultural figure. Every night, most of the nights, they always had people around gathering, dancing, singing on a fire. I would love for him to be in charge of the experiences and the mixture or the fusion of the cultural side and the now and the modern. The third person, I would probably have to find someone of money, because if I have Beyonce on the production and I have Rugamba Cipriani on the cultural and the experience side, then the next person will be the money person. So probably Vusi. Vusi, because he would, the production is quite expensive, and the singing and the music directing is another thing. But in music and in my experience, we forget to focus on the money. How are we going to make sure the production is paid for, the artists are paid and everything? So Vusi would be the one in charge of the money. Okay, 3. My lyrics find beauty in tiny, often overlooked details. My God, the compliments in here. Thank you. Was a seemingly mundane moment or object from my daily life in Kigali that secretly inspires me and might end up in a future song or poem. I don't know if it will end up in any song or poem, but bikes. I always am inspired when I'm on a bike and it's riding. The wind, the things I'm looking at left and right really inspire me. Most people like to sing in the shower. It's a thing. I like to ride on a bike. I do sing in the shower. Don't get it wrong. Right there, the sound be sounding good. But on the bike, the inspiration is a space where I really become a vessel. Cannot explain it any better than that. The Andersonne Experiment podcast is coming soon. It's actually launched. It's just that now I'm going to put it on I can't say that surprise yet, but I'm going to put it on somewhere soon, and it's going to be an amazing collaboration, but it is already out. If I could interview my past self from when I first started creating, and my future self 10 years from now, what's one question you'd ask each? The past Andersonne, when I started creating, I would beg her to tell me one thing she needs me not to forget. One thing that little Andersonne knew, it was so important and it was so clear to her, so that in the middle of the chaos, I still remember it was important that I bring this to life, that I make sure that is part of my legacy. It was much more clear when I was younger. And 10 years from now, I would ask her if we got our Grammy. How many Grammys did we get, my love? How many Grammys? That would be the question. 5th one, I've hosted incredible artists such as Ariel Ways, come on now, and E.T., hell yeah. If I could swap lives with any musician or storyteller for a day, stepping into their creative process, audience, and challenges, who would it be, and what do I think I would learn? I should say again, Rugamba Cipriani, because he was such in a beautiful time, where before Rwanda had gone through the genocide against the Tutsi in 1994, when things were much more different than now. So I should say him, but I will say Jay-Z, because the way he's been able to influence music, football, streetwear, hip hop is something that I really want to bring to life in Rwanda. So I would sweep places with Jay Z, because I would get to talk to Beyonce, I would get to talk to Kendrick Lamar, I would get to watch their process as he does. What would I learn? The way he's so meticulously amazing at working with people, the way he knows how to make things happen through team collaboration. I would love to learn that. I would love to learn what he prioritizes and what he doesn't. I would love to learn the business, and the way he still respects fully the art. So he is able to take a pure art such as Kendrick Lamar, such as the Ace Champagne, such as Rihanna's whole amazing career in Fenty Beauty, and bring that level of high quality into the commercial and make sure whatever he's touching can sustain itself. And even a little bit more than just sustain, is actually successful and profitable. That is something I would love from him. Thank you so much, Soundcheck, for this. Thank you for what's the word for it? For researching and getting the right information. I missed being interviewed in this way. Thank you so much, Soundcheck. See you soon.